Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. So today we're not going to get much done today. I'm actually out here filming in between storms. We just had a pretty big storm go through, so I figured I'd come out here shoot quick because I don't want to not have a video today. Fly. Um, but things in the garden are going good. So the corn's actually getting pretty big now. I'm shocked. That stalk right there is getting massive. The flowers are actually starting to bloom. That was kind of cool. We've had quite a bit of rain the last few days, so all the flowers started blooming. So it was pretty awesome to see. And I did find the second cantaloupe, and he's right there. I don't know why I put him there, but I did. You got the onion here. The corn in this one is good. Corn in the other one, they're starting to get a little bit bigger. So, yeah, I'm kind of not hopeful or not thinking we're going to get much um, as far as corn goes from those. I don't think they're going to really produce. We'll see though. Who knows? We might get lucky. So as cucumbers go, oh my good God, we've got one here, one here, one here. We've got two right there. They're getting huge. Probably gonna have to harvest those by the end of the week. Um, Radishes are getting really big. A couple carrots going there. Still don't see any celery, so I don't think that took. Or my luck, I probably buried it too deep. The yams. This yam is really getting pretty big. The other one that's in there, he's not really doing much, so I don't know if he's gonna make it or not. There's three in this pot. Um, I'm hoping my back will be better by next week. It's improved quite a bit over the last few days, so I'm hoping that we will be able to get some more dirt because I want to get some more the bags filled up with dirt. I haven't seen anything from potatoes yet, so that might be a while. There's a bee over there. Good job. Pollinate those flowers for me, buddy. Beans are going good. I've got a lot of peas starting to throw pods out. And there is a watermelon down here, but I have a bad feeling that I need to pull him out of there and move him. So hopefully that won't kill him. Squash. They're getting huge. I've been checking them pretty regularly. I do have a lot of bugs out here. Mostly looks like ants. So I haven't seen any white flies or anything on the. I've been looking, checking the leaves. I got to get in there and trim this back a little bit and check the stems. Now we have had, there's one there, a lot of the cicada bugs coming up in here. I had a shell the other day, but they're not really going to do much to these. So the beans are getting kind of green. So probably if it's nice tomorrow, I'm probably going to maybe put another video up. And I've got to feed these things, so I need to get some bone meal out. We're starting to get a little on the light green side, so I want to get some bone meal out. We're producing a lot of fruit on these tomato plants, so they're going to need feeding. The cucumbers need feeding. All these plants need feeding actually, because they're hungry. They're starting to grow really well, and I don't want to lose anything. So. And look at all these cherry tomatoes. Look at that. That is just one plant, guys. That's one plant. I don't know if I'll be able to eat these all. Like I shared some with the neighbors the other day. I gave them some. Peppers. Well, they're peppers. They're not great. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was something with the plants. We do have one that turned red. Get around there with the camera. But it's just not, that is not a bell pepper. So I'm probably gonna pull those plants, and maybe, I think I have some seeds downstairs. They didn't grow much. None of these really grew much. And this one already, look, the fruit has already fallen off of that one. So I just don't think they were healthy. when I got them. Now these, they've turned color, but they're so tiny. So that could be from lack of food. I may not have given them enough fertilizer. I don't know. But this week I've got to get in here. I've got to take all these dead leaves and stuff off. I need to prop these vines up a little bit better. They're starting to lean over into other pots and stuff, which I don't mind, but I just don't want them falling over. I'm probably gonna have to go to Home Depot and get some more stakes and stuff, but we'll see. But like I said, tomorrow, if it's nice, I'm kind of in between storms because I can hear the thunder off in the distance there. But the beans, they're really huge, but I just don't see a lot of beans on there. The peas, I've got a few pods coming. There's a bunch of flowers here, so we should be good. We should start getting some more peas. But yeah, I mean, for a small, tiny little container garden, we've got quite a bit of food coming here. I already took in some tomatoes last week, and then I shared some with the neighbors because there's just too much for me to eat as one person. Now I've got a lot of blossoms in here for the squash, but I see mostly male flowers. I'm not seeing any female. Oh, there is a female flower right there, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I'll probably have to come out and try and pollinate that when it gets to that next stage. But I'm not seeing a ton of them, a ton of flowering over here. But these plants on this side, those I believe are the older ones. This is the one that's been in there right along, and it's finally starting to take off. We do have quite a few. There's another bee. Do have like I said, quite a few peas started to come out, and that looks like a lantern bug. Quite a few peas come out, but I haven't seen a lot of. There's like 1, 2, 3 there. There's a couple pods. There's about 3 pods there. I ate one not yesterday. On Saturday I came out and picked a couple. I ate a couple off there, and I had a couple green beans. So there's a few green beans around. They're kind of small right now. There's a bigger one over here. So like I said, we've got some fruit coming. It's taking its sweet time. The tomatoes are getting there. This one looks like it got a little beat up, and you can see there's some stretching of the skin, and it tore on that one there, probably from all the rain we've had. But good God, there's another cucumber over here. Quite a few cucumbers, guys. We have got cucumbers all over this thing. And remember, those of you who have been through here, that cucumber plant was a homely looking little cucumber that I got at Home Depot. I did not think it was going to make it, but this thing absolutely exploded, guys. I mean, look at this. There's 2 cucumbers there. There's another one over here. There's 2 coming here. There's 1 coming here. There's another one on the other side over there. And we've got cucumbers everywhere. We're going to have quite a few cucumbers. So we'll be able to share those with some of our friends. Like I said, I just bought it because it was the only one left there, and it didn't look good. And I was like, oh man, why don't I just try it? I'll just throw it in the ground. So that's what we did with that one. And it actually turns out it's one of the best plants I've got going in here. And I got to keep watching because it keeps grabbing hold of these tomato plants, and it has pulled this one out of the thing. So I'm probably going to have to get some wire or something, strap that up over here. This thing caught it and pulled it over, so I don't want to hang that back up. I don't want it falling over. So now next year I think we might try some bush beans as opposed to the pole beans. They do all right. These have done really well. They're just not producing like I want, so it could be a couple of things. I may need to amend that soil, and then we'll see from there where we go. But yeah, it's starting to give me some ideas of where I want to plant things next year and how I want to do this. The vining stuff I think I'm going to keep down here because I can keep it it gets a little more shade on this side over here. So as the hot summer days come in and the sun's blaring all the time, the tomatoes, they need more sun. The corn, they need more sun. So I'm gonna leave if I try corn next year, I'm gonna leave them down here. I'll probably put maybe 3-4 stalks in here, and then I will do something probably viney like, or I may put oregano in there as a cover crop so it covers the ground, keep the weeds away. But definitely going to do more flowers next year, because it really brightens the pots up having those flowers in there. So next year we'll do some more flowers. We'll plant flowers in there with the plants as well, so we can, again, I want to attract all the good bugs in here and get them going. The marigolds down here, they're still there. They're still staying tough. We've got some smaller ones over here that are coming up. And then these two. That one looks like somebody chewed it off or something. And then I've got another one that just started over here. So those seeds might have been buried a little deeper than I thought. And it looks like one that got washed down here is coming up. So we'll I think next year we'll plant the flowers before we plant the veggies. And hopefully those will be up before the veggies come up. That way we can start attracting some of the pollinators and stuff like that into the garden. But I've got some things that I'm looking at that I want to do for the garden for next year. Trying to plan a little bit better, because you remember this year is all just testing. I just want to see what's going to grow in here. And then next year we're going to try and make somewhat of a plan. I do have that whole book of seeds downstairs, so I've got plenty of seeds for next year. And I believe I have some cauliflower, and I want to say maybe some broccoli. So when I take the pepper plants out over here, I might try and put in this pot over here some broccoli in there. I'm pretty sure I can only probably put one seed in and grow one thing, because it's a fairly big plant. I've never grown broccoli before or cauliflower, but I do have the seeds, so I might try and get some of those in there. So we're going to cut this one short, guys. Again, we're growing a little bit by little bit, and I do appreciate you guys for being here and hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoy the content. If you would do me a favor, hit that like button. I do have a lot of people that are returning people that are not following. Guys, please, if you can hit that subscribe button, put the bell on so you know when I'm posting, and share it out. Share these videos out, guys. Share them out with everybody you know, and let's try and get this channel get a little bit bigger. I want to try and get, I don't know, maybe 40 by the end of, or 40, 60, let's say 65 by the end of the year. So we got time. We can get this done. So anyway, share it out, guys, and get this thing going. Let's grow this channel a little bit here each year and see where we can go with it. So till Wednesday when I do my short, hopefully Wednesday we might be able to harvest some of those cucumbers. They look like they're going to get there by Wednesday, and the tomatoes possibly. So we'll maybe have some tomatoes to harvest and some cucumbers, and we'll see from there. We'll take a look at the other stuff. All right, guys, have a great week. See you on Wednesday, and thanks for watching, subscribing, and sharing. Have a great day.